Contestant number 3, Timothy Carr. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
I see your camera and mic is on. Please pin the timer and confirm that you have done so.
The timer has been pinned.
Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3, Timothy Carr. What's your vantage point? What's your vantage point, Timothy Carr?
Greetings, contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and guest. If you had the power to go back in time, what would you change? I know, you change the results of the lottery so that you're the winner, right? Or you change all your test results so that you're a straight A student. Better yet, you change your perspective of others. Now, when initially posed with this question, most of us would lean towards advancement or profiting for ourselves, but we rarely look at things from the vantage point of others. A few years ago, I was teaching a safety class, and I showed a video of a young boy growing up on a farm, learning the tricks of the trade from his father. Now, he loved harvest time, because at harvest time, that's when he got to ride in the tractor with his father. One day, he rode on the back of the tractor and fell off, resulting in a serious leg injury, so serious that he needed a prosthetic leg. Now, one of the guys in the class just blurted out, "It was the father's fault. Lucky the kid's still alive." I continued on with the class. We started talking about how this could have been prevented and what actually happened. Was he rushing? Was it frustration, fatigue, complacency? Did any of these things play a factor here? Once again, the guy in the class, "It was the father's fault. Kid's lucky to be alive." At that point, I stopped the class. I walked up to him and asked him, "Do you think that this father wanted his son to get hurt?" There was no reply. So I shared with the class that I had a similar incident like this growing up as a child. My father, he owned a car wash. It was named Happy's Car Wash on 76 in Ashland, right here in Chicago. One side was hand wash, the other automatic. Now, I enjoyed going to work with my father, but I admit, at 7 years old, I wasn't the best car washer. So my job was to sell little towelettes to the customers as they drove up to the automatic side of the wash. They would drive up, the attendant would guide them onto the track, they'd put their car in neutral, get out, and walk down this long hallway while they watch their car being washed through a glass window. One day, after a car was loaded on, and I sold my towelette, I went back to the beginning of the track, hopped up on one of the rollers, and I rode it all the way up to the curtain before the water came down, and I'd hop off. I did that once, I did it twice. The third time, my foot got caught under that roller, and the next thing you know, I'm being pulled through the car wash. Now, we've all been through an automatic car wash before, and you know how loud it is. So I'm screaming, "Help, help, help." Luckily, my cries were heard. They ran and got my father. He comes back with wrenches in hand. They stop it just in time. That ruler had gotten all the way up to my kneecap. They're loosening the bolts, taking the chain out, trying to free my leg. They call 911, and I'm rushed to the hospital. I'm in so much pain, I pass out. When I wake up at the hospital, the look on my father's face, the look of fear. He didn't know what was going to happen to me. The look of embarrassment. He's the owner of this place and he can't even keep his own son safe. The look of relief. He was just happy I was still alive. My leg was broken in multiple areas. I was in therapy for weeks. Luckily, I didn't need major surgery, but I do have scars on my leg to remind me of that day. The guy in the class, he apologized and said he didn't think about it like that. And we continued on with the class. Friends, I ask you today, especially now with everything going on in our society, what's your vantage point? Contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and guest, thank you.